Happy Wednesday, Dessert Junkies. I hope you are going well. I hope you are being amazing. This week, I'm going to show you how to make something with those lovely almonds that Blue Diamond Almonds sent me. The honey roasted ones. This is how you make my honey roasted almond pinwheels.
Okay guys, first things first and the list is get your almonds and you need to chop these down a little bit finer using a knife. You can use a mix, like those chopper mixer thingies, but I'm too lazy to clean the thing, so just use the knife. And I found probably 3 or 4 passes through. You want the nuts to be nice and small, but not that small that you can't tell what it is, but not junky that you just get a whole almond in the pinwheel. So about 3 or 4 passes. Get it down to this sort of size, guys, and then whack that into a bowl. And this is what we're going to mix our filling with. So once you've got that in a bowl, you want to add some room temperature butter. Now, when I mean room temperature, it needs to be soft so you can work it in between your hands and using a spatula, because this is going to be the filling. Then we've got our brown sugar. Brown sugar. Then we've got some cinnamon, because cinnamon and brown sugar, best mates. Definitely have to add that in there. And then I've got a little dash of vanilla. Vanilla just lifts this, and you do taste the vanilla, but it's not overpowering. It does help. Then into a bowl, we want to crack 1 egg, and we want to separate this egg because we're going to use the egg essentially in 2 parts so the chicken wasn't sacrificed for nothing. Now, if you're an idiot like me and going, oh shit, I've just put the yolk in, grab the eggshell, use that to get the egg yolk out. It's like an eggy magnet. It gets the yolk out every time. So we've got the egg white and egg yolk. We're going to use these in 2 parts. I've got some defrosted puff pastry sheets here because all of a sudden you can't buy block puff pastry here in Australia. But essentially, you want to use the egg white to stick the 2 sheets together so that you get extra height in your pinwheel. So they're not little tiny nuggets. That's what we're going for. Size. Everything is about size. Guys, the girls are lying to you. Then you want to get your other sheet of puff and whack it on top. So we essentially doubled it. Doing this with a rolling pin, I wouldn't recommend because you're going to lose the height. So just stick it together, put it to the side. That's all you got to do. Then to make our filling, we essentially just need to mix this all together with a spatula. If you're finding your spatula isn't getting through and it's not really combining into a nice paste, feel free to use your fingers. Of course, make sure they're washed. Clean fingers. We're going to use fingers. Once you've got that all combined, it's now time to whack it onto your puff. And try and get this as even as possible. Nobody wants a mouthful of nuts, guys, so make sure it's evenly shared. Once you're happy with how you've got your nuts on your puff, it's now time to roll up. How many days I say get your nuts on your puff? Anyway, moving on. So we want to roll, and I always find rolling towards myself keeps it nice and even. I find if I roll away from myself, I just stuff it up. I'm just special. My mum tells me every day special. This just proves it. So once you have rolled this up, make sure it's really nice and tight roll too, by the way, guys. You don't want any air pockets. Don't be afraid to give it another roll once it is in its sausage form. I do say sausages differently, I know. Special. So give it a bit of a roll, and then it's time to cut. Make sure you cut the end off first. Of course, it's probably not going to have any filling in it, and then slowly work down. Generally on a bit of an angle, I found that worked really well for me, and I only got about 20 pinwheels from one of these little contraptions. So, and don't be afraid to give it a bit of a squish back too. You want these to be a nice round circle once you've popped them on the baking tray. Then this is where our egg yolk comes in. So we're going to egg wash the top of these. Now make sure that you don't just coat the top. You want to coat the sides as well, because the sides are going to puff up as well and make them lovely and golden. Bake them in an oven, 180 for around 20 to 25 minutes. Out they come, golden and yummy. Look at those.
There you have it, guys. How simple and easy are these? It's a good change from a savoury pinwheel to a sweet. Trust me, I took these to work and a lot of people were impressed and were amazed that they were actually sweet. They are definitely a winner at any morning tea and a baby shower. That's what I took them for. I just wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Hi guys, thank you so much for subscribing. I only have 20 more to get to my next goal of 2,500. If you want to be one of my subscribers and maybe be that 2,500 subscriber, hit that little button up there that looks like me, the black and white one, or the link below if you're watching on a mobile device. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Wednesday for another video recipe, and until then, bye guys.